one of the things that never worked was how I was able to like express my anger in the relationship. And so
Mm,
one of the lessons I took away from that was, oh, I'll just become the man who does not get angry. Like,
mm.
and might as well be the man who does not fart. Like, every man gets angry. Let's be real here. So I found myself, disconnecting from that, and then I got to the point where people would ask me if I was angry. I'd be like, "What on earth are you talking about? I never get angry."
Mm,
And eventually, like, there was a wake up call for me, not not only in my emotions, but in my relationship life, where I wasn't really dating anybody. I didn't have any really good male friends to uh, that knew how to also express emotions. So I was very isolated, even though I was living in the middle of Long Beach, California,
mm.
and that just kind of at that point I realized just how much like suffering and pain that I was in on like a regular
Yeah.
daily basis because I wasn't connected to the point where I believe human design beings are designed to be connected.
Mm,
Like there's a
mm,
base level that you've got to have as a human in order to like thrive as a human.
mm.
Uh, and so I was far below that, and well, that's what led me on my personal growth journey, and that's when I got into orgasmic meditation and really started
Mm,
looking at how do I relate to
mm,
my emotions, how do I relate to my sexuality, what's actually inside me, and how do
mm,
I connect to that and express it more.
yeah. So you really like touch it like low point and then new possibilities opened at that
Yeah,
point.
absolutely.
I really love that topic about anger. I really know that I also know that how lonely it can feel when we are that isolated and almost alienated from ourselves and really it's like creating big gap inside myself. That was how I really felt. Like something was like not touching inside of me. And for me also anger was a really difficult issue. Like for I just didn't know how to express anger or like I never really expressed anger till a certain age. And so I also had to learn how to get angry. And also what I felt with men is like almost like anger was a quite intimate emotion. I mean, like in the relationship, in the development of relationship, like of course we get affectionate and also we can become loving and share joy and all the things they are like packed in the package like good emotions. But when we reach to the point when we get angry to each other, there's a real new phase in the relationship. And if one of the couple, one of two people feels angry but they don't express that, then there is just like gap building up in the relationship and just like it becomes bigger. I found that the different tradition of meditation treats the subject of anger very differently. They don't really encourage to express anger, and the other extreme, they accept anger as a like natural emotion.
Mm.
Where are you positioned?
Well, I am positioned that you feel every emotion as it arises,
Mm,
uh, and then the idea is to not be um, controlled by emotions and not to like succumb to them, but to learn how to simply be with them, allow them to exist, uh,
mm,
and in a way like develop a relationship with your emotions.
Mm.
almost as if they're a different entity.
Mm.
Um, and I do it like this way because I found that all of the emotions, it's basically your body's way of trying to communicate to you. It doesn't have
Mm.
words. The way that I view emotions is that's kind of the way our brain interprets and labels
Mm.
sensations that we
Mm.
get from our bodies. And so by just simply being with our emotions, feeling them, allowing them to be, we then get to be more at choice in how we choose to respond to them. Like, what is it that we want to do next? Whereas if you don't have that sort of approval of your emotions, uh,
Mm.
they tend to kind of sneak in there under the radar and like
Mm.
take control of the driver's seat, and all of a
Mm.
sudden your emotion is driving the human being. The vehicle is Hana or Marshall,
Mm. Mm.
and that's more of a like patterned reaction or a like habitual reaction, and it's
Mm.
almost like a knee jerk thing that you aren't like conscious of and that you don't have choice with.
Mm.